passed QT funded phase 1 and for 1 week I genuinely thought I had figured it out. Then May 2026 happened. 6 trades, 6 losses. Phase 2 gone. This video is not a flex, it's a confession and a blueprint. If you trade funded accounts, this might be the most important 8 minutes you watch. In the next 8 minutes, I will show you every trade. I will tell you every excuse I made to myself. I will show you the P&L curve that humbled me. And at the end, I will give you the exact recovery system I am starting next week. Stay till the end. Few simple change alone could save your funded accounts. Phase 2 is totally a different game. The rules scaled up, the risk scaled up, and ego that scaled up too. When the market shifted in May, I did not adapt. I doubled down on who I thought I was. Phase 1 पास करने के बाद मुझे ऐसा फील हो रहा था कि I am the best. I can do anything. And it's easy to pass the phase 2 because I just passed phase 1. That's where I started falling apart. The overconfidence entry. JBP USD May 11. Price was bullish in weekly and daily time frame, and I noticed a 2-hour and 4-hour head and shoulder pattern. On 11 May, Monday, I noticed price create a 2-hour engulfing candle on the AOI, and I took the trade because that was formed the right shoulder of the head and shoulder pattern. But then I am so overconfident that I make a huge mistake, and that mistake cost me a lot. Like I mentioned in my journal. Like I mentioned earlier, I take this trade on 2-hour time frame and in London session at 4 p.m. And the mistake is that I took the trade on a head and shoulder pattern, but I marked a strong resistance level, a very strong resistance level using the black AOI. AOI means area of interest, like supply and demand zone. And when the price crossed 1:1 and hit 1:1.5, then I thought price continued and hit 1:2. But that greed led me into a loss because price hit a very strong resistance or supply zone, the black AOI earlier I mentioned. And if I cut this trade when the price hit the black AOI, then it might be a 1:1 trade and I am still in a winning streak. Greedy entry. Saw USD 18 May. Price was bullish in daily time frame and bearish in 4-hour time frame. Also, price created a 1-hour head and shoulder pattern, and when the 4-hour time frame changed the trend from bearish to bullish, I wait for an entry signal. Then I found the 30 minutes engulfing candle and I took the trade on New York session, and at 10:30 p.m. I made a mistake here that I mentioned in my journal. I took this trade while the 4-hour time frame indicates bearish. I mentioned it in my journal also. In gold, my trade hit 1:1 very easily, but I still held for too long, and then it ended up like a loss. Always, I recommend always use a break-even while trading gold because when price hit 1:1, you need to keep that profit, or to avoid loss you need to use break-even because gold is very volatile. The worst trade. JBP USD 22 May. Price was bullish in weekly time frame and bearish in daily and 4-hour time frame. But when I entered the trade on a 1-hour and 2-hour engulfing candle with a double confirmation entry with a 1-hour head and shoulder pattern, and at that moment 4-hour time frame indicates bullish. And the most important thing is that I took this trade on Friday when the volatility of the market is very low. Trade without data. AUDCHF 25th May, risking 2%. Daily and 4-hour time frame was bearish, and the price was created a 2-hour bearish engulfing candle in London session at 5 p.m. and I took the trade. But the supply zone did not work the way I want. Price reacted from 0.56 level and created a massive candle in 6:30 p.m. and hit the stop loss. Same mistake, AUDCHF 28 May, risking 1%. Price was bullish in daily and weekly time frame and 4-hour and 2-hour time frame. indicates head and shoulder pattern, and the price was created a 1 hour engulfing candle during London session and at 12:30 p.m. Then I took that trade. The blow phase, Euro USD June 1, risking 0.5%. Price was bearish in a weekly time frame and bullish on daily and 4 hour. Also, the 4 hour time frame was created a head and shoulder pattern, and when the price created a 4 hour engulfing on the neckline of the 4 hour head and shoulder pattern, I took my trade during London session at 12:30 p.m. Here is the trap. The daily time frame was created a higher high, but I did not wait for the daily time frame to create a higher low, and then boom, I blow my count. Market mismatch. My age is all about break and retest setup, but in 2026 May give me the opposite, sideways market, no proper price action, rule violation, overconfidence. Yeah, I am so overconfident after passing phase 1, and then this happened. Did not close the trade when it hit a strong supply zone, like in JPUSD. I violate this rule. Risk management. If I cut my risk to 1% per trade when I lose 2 trades risking 2% back at that moment, if I cut my risk to 1%, then I have a chance to come back. Hard numbers. I watched that number for 2 days before I accepted what I meant. Psychology and mindset. Here is what no one tells you about. Passing phase 1. It feels like a proof that your system works, proof that you are built for this. But a funded account does not care about your identity. It only cares about your decisions. And my decisions in May 2026 were ego driven, not plan driven. The overconfidence. I am the phase 1 winner. Passing phase 1 did not just feel good, it felt like confirmation of who I am. That's the trap. You stop trading the chart, you start trading your identity. Fear. Why is not this working? After 3 losing trades, I lost my confidence. Desperation. I just need to not lose this account. That thought, I just need to not lose this account, is the single most dangerous sentence a funded trader can think. The moment survival becomes the goal, process goes out the window, and without process, you are not trading. Recovery plan. I am going to purchase security funded 10k 2-step account using summer, and then try to pass that account, and that is my recovery plan for now.